All right, guys, I hope you're having a great morning so far. I'm going to walk through these 6 problems that we already did walk through them, and or at least other problems just like them. And so hopefully these were pretty simple to you, but I'm going to go over them pretty quickly. Number 1, it talks about an isosceles triangle. And the one thing we know about it is that it's got an altitude of 36 centimeters, okay? So that means this part right here in the middle, this is 36 centimeters. All right, and it says that the two congruent base angles are 21 degrees, all right? And so the thing that you're supposed to figure out is you're supposed to figure out how long are these two congruent sides and how long is the entire base. And so what I'm going to do is I just really kind of cut the whole thing in half and visualize it half at a time and say, this is 21 degrees, this part is 36, this is half of the base down here, so I'm going to base over 2, and then this is x that I'm looking for. So clearly I've got opposite and I'm looking for hypotenuse, so that's going to be a sine situation. So I say the sine of 21 degrees is equal to opposite 36 over hypotenuse. If I multiply both sides by x, I end up with x times the sine of 21 degrees is equal to 36. Divide both sides by sine of 21, I get x is equal to 36 over the sine of 21 degrees. I plug that in my calculator, I get 36 divided by the sine of 21 degrees, and I get about 100.5. Okay, so that's going to be about 100.5. And then if I wanted to find this part right here, I would use tangent because I have opposite and that is adjacent. So I'm going to say the tangent of 21 degrees is equal to opposite 36 over adjacent. And I'm just going to call that, we'll call it like y for right now. Again, got to multiply both sides by that. I get tangent of 21 times y is equal to 36. Divide both sides by tangent of 21. I'm going to get 36 over the tangent of 21 degrees, 36 divided by the tangent of 21 degrees, and I get about 93.8. So if this is about 93.8, all I'm going to do before I round that, I'm just going to hit times 2 on my calculator, and I know that that's going to be the whole base. So the base is approximately 157.6. Okay, so the length of the two congruent sides, 100.5. The base is about 157.6. All right, on number 2, it says we've got two people, Anna and Elizabeth, are standing on opposite sides of a flagpole. We've seen this problem plenty of times, so hopefully we feel pretty good about it. We've got a flagpole, okay, and we know the height of the flag. It's in this case, it's 125 feet. You know, we're talking about angle of elevation. It says they're looking up, and so it's kind of a misnomer there. We really want to think about actual like angle of elevation from their feet. Otherwise, we got to take into account their height. So one of them is 63.5. The other one is what, 21.5. Okay, and so for both these situations, we're going to use tangent because we're looking for this. I'm going to call that D1 and D2. We're looking for this total distance right here. Okay, and so we've got, in reference to that 63.5, you know, this is opposite and this is adjacent. In terms of the 21.5, again, this is opposite and then this is adjacent. And so these become really easy to write. You say tangent of 63.5 is equal to opposite 125 over adjacent D1. And then for this other part over here, you know, we would say tangent of 21.5 is equal to opposite 125 over adjacent D2. Okay, you can multiply both sides by the D and then divide, and you know, in the end, you're going to get D1 is equal to 125 over the tangent of 63.5. I know I skipped a step there, or skipped a couple steps maybe, but you know, we've seen this problem enough that I think we're going to be okay. And so then 125 divided by the tangent of 21.5. And so I'm going to put this into my calculator all at one time. I'm going to say 125 divided by the tangent of 63.5, close those parentheses, and then hit plus 125 divided by the tangent of 21.5 and close those parentheses. And when I do it all at one time, I get all one answer, which ends up being that the total distance is about 379.7. 379.7 feet.